Okay, so Meat and Taters is in Huntsville, Alabama now. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, yeah. Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 12. Thank you. You are so welcome for tuning in. I appreciate you already because I always tell you at the end, but I'm going to tell you right here, right now. I appreciate you for tuning in. I had to take a little side breath. Meat and Taters is in Huntsville, Alabama now. The reason I say this is I am a Southern Californian native. Have been here all of my years. I have traveled here and there, but I always come back. I have always resided in Southern California. Now, early 90s, I'm not sure when it was established, but when I was about, did I graduate high school? Yeah, I graduated high school. Did I? Yeah. So I'm saying early 90s. I'm class of 92. Hello, 1992. And so, like I said, early 90s, we had this chain of, I think it's like two of them, still a chain, restaurant called Meat and Taters. And they would have the baked potato, served with certain meals or dishes or side dishes we would eat with our entrees. And they would pile it on the potato and serve it. Now, it wasn't a whole lot of food the way it was presented by Miss Wanda on Love and Marriage Huntsville. However, the portions were good and not, you know, too much. And they had different variations of foods, um, Southern foods, American foods, stuffed, not really stuffed in a potato, but, placed neatly in a potato. And I used to work there. So I know. um, they had a couple of restaurants, one in two in Los Angeles, one on El Segundo off of Western, and the other was, or was it El Segundo on Dinker? I think it was El Segundo on Dinker, and in that little strip mall. Now I don't know what's there now. I ain't been there in a minute, but it, right there by Chester Washington Golf Course. Um, and the other I found was over there off of where Manchester and Florence meet. For y'all who know about Southern California, not too far from the airport. Um, it's actually, I'm not sure if it's the same spot, exact address location, but in the same strip mall as to where J. Anthony Brown's comedy club used to be. The J spot, I think it was, or is. Anyway, um, and coincidentally, the owners lived in the building with me. I think that's where we met, if I'm not mistaken. It's been such a long time. Let me tell you, it's been such a long time. Anyway, I remember it was a family, a Black family, and I knew that they were from the South. Don't know exactly where, but I wonder if this is the same family. I remember wife, husband, and I think they had about 3 or 4 little kids. They were all elementary school age, I believe, real little. So let's see if they were probably born. Well, anyway, it don't matter how old their kids are. The fact remains, Meat and Taters has been alive in my life and a whole lot of others. If you ask anybody in LA who was around in the late early 90s, they'll tell you, yeah, Meat and Taters. So that's not a new concept. If y'all never heard of what Miss Wanda is doing and serving on her food truck, but quite as it's kept, I thought about, revamping that, because that's a great idea. They used to make buku money because I used to work there, and now I wasn't the greatest employee, but child, I can tell you a story. Okay, I'll just tell you. I just put a little bit of my business out there. So again, I tell you, it was right after I graduated high school, not too long after, and I was working there. I was naive and, just kind of fresh off the boat, so to speak. No offense, hopefully, no one is offended by that. It's just a way of me saying just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and not really knowing. So to make a long story short, I live with my dad, and he had to help me get my last paycheck because they kept giving me the runaround about stuff. Now, mind you, I knew that they were having financial problems then because the water man came in and said he's there to cut off the water. I said, what? And it's a line of people. It's just me and the cook. And I don't, and I was told to write him a check, get the checkbook out of so and so and write. And I'm like, and y'all, I didn't even know how to write a check. Okay. I was not that type of girl at that time. Um, yeah, it was a wild time. And, still, my dad is a great advocate, and he helped me get my last check because they kept giving me the runaround. Oh, we're going to give it. Well, hold on. You owe her money. Like I told them, well, aren't you supposed to pay me on time? Well, I mean, I don't want to be paid later. I want to be paid now. We don't have it. What? It was only less than $300. Let me tell you right now. What was the minimum wage back then? It wasn't even $10, I don't think. Child, whatever it was, they were paying me under the table. It wasn't like it was a a standard paycheck that folks would get with typed information and all that. It was, here's a check for some money. I'm like, what? So anyway, I'm pretty sure they owe me more than that based on me being naive back then. However, it was a good experience because, for every mistake, there's a reward later on. And for me, I wasn't about making the same mistakes all the time. Really, it took one time for me, and then I moved on and did something, better. I made it better for myself, is what I'm just trying to say. So thanks, big ups to my dad. Thank you, Daddy, for helping me. But yeah, Meat and Taters was a pretty much a staple, at that time. And yeah, I don't never knew what happened to them. Of course, we ended on a bad note because my dad had to tell them to pay me. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, yeah. So Wanda's serving the family, her food and everything. And while they're eating, they're continuing the conversation, right? And you know, Tisha's playing coy with Kiki. talking about, hey, how you doing? Doing a little, gang talk. But then she say, no, I'm not even talking to you right now. Trying playing coy, like, girl, just tell her what's up. I'm like, come on, Tisha, doggone it. You done said all this and said all that. And anyway, so, Kiki acting like she don't know exactly why Tisha is acting the way she's acting, coy and whatnot. I'm like, what is all this acting for? Ain't nobody getting an Oscar. Ain't nobody getting no NAACP award, no BET award, nothing. Y'all just need anyway. So Kiki still bringing up old business as a reason why she said what she said. Kiki, let me just keep reviewing. But Tisha, my notes. What does my notes say? But Tisha keep bringing up. Yeah, Kiki saying Tisha keeps bringing up my old, ish. What? When have we ever heard Tisha bring up Kiki about anything? Now, mind you, she may not be doing it on TV. I get it. But the reason why Kiki said what she said at Mel's slumber party was because Tisha and Marcel brought up her personal business back then. But like Tisha said, and we keep going back and forth, we said we squashed it. Well, apparently not, because Kiki keeps using that as justification and validation for messing with Tisha and Marceau. Now, yeah, I think Marceau cheating, but that ain't the point here. The point is Kiki talking about your first cousin, talking about first cousin's business to the ops. And Kiki knew the ops was in the room. But most importantly, Kiki knew that she should not have said anything, knowing the reason why she's saying it is because Tisha put her business out. Well, she put mine, so I can put her. See that right there? She lucky she didn't get popped in the mouth. She lucky she ain't my cousin. Because my cousin get popped in the mouth. And that's on period. Doing that to me on national worldwide web TV? International worldwide web TV? No ma'am, no ham, no Sam, no. We don't do that. Yeah, so during all of that commotion, right? Wanda come through trying to regulate. I am child. She did get them together a little bit. She had to put her foot down, put her foot down. But then Tisha's like, bring it up, whoop de whoop, talk about it, say what you got to say. So Kiki was about to start talking about the exact issue about Marceau, but then Marceau started yelling and distracting the situation, distracting the infidelity. And then Kiki husband stepped in. Hold on, you ain't gonna talk to her like, So then Marcel got up and talked to Kiki husband. Pretty much, listen, it ain't cool what your wife doing. That's what he's telling him. It ain't cool. It ain't cool. Period. It ain't cool. And he's like, listen, we love y'all. We've helped y'all. We, respected y'all. And this is the thanks we get. This is pretty much what he's saying to him. Not exactly that, right? I get it. I get what Marcel is saying. It just ain't right. Her rationale and she has none. Girl, bye. You squashed that years ago. Now you want to bring it up Apparently it wasn't squash, or apparently she think it's okay. Yeah, she thinks it's okay. And she's an educated woman. Girl, anyway. Well, at the end of all that, Wanda got a thumbs up for the food. I'm pretty sure the food is good, down south cooking. Hey, ain't too many no's on the food. But yeah, they got a long road ahead. Marcel just got real loud and boisterous, so Kiki couldn't say what his proclivity is. Yeah, that's gonna be a doozy. But we all know. Let's just see a Kiki tell it another day. So then we have Destiny and Kimmy. Kimmy comes over to Destiny's place. It's real cute and airy and spotlight. And they talk about Stormy and what happened at Jalen's place where they were trying to talk, and Destiny wasn't feeling it, period. And then, Kimmy brings up child mail. um, Destiny is like, I thought we were something better, but I guess not. I don't have the issue Mel does, so that's that on that. She's accepting of it, of course, but it hurts and it's not cool because from what I see, Mel should have been upfront with Destiny about their friendship. Excuse me. Keep telling Martell that's your friend, but she never expressed that to Destiny about Destiny being Martell's friend and not her friend. I think Melody just took the wrong inventory with that, and she needs to a come to Jesus moment about Destiny. I don't think it's right. She hasn't said anything Destiny did to her other than that conversation she had with the ops, Tisha. But see, Melody has been the ops with Tisha since season 1. So let's not forget. Every season is an issue with her and Tisha. So, like I mentioned earlier, I think Melody is jealous of Tisha because Tisha still gets to be married and Melody doesn't. Point blank, period. Next is Tiffany and Lewis. Mm, mm, mm. Tiffany got a chip on her shoulder with her husband. So she comes to his place of business to surprise him. Tells him, well, you said you don't really see me, and so I came to see you. And they both admiring each other. They both hot in the pants for each other. That's so cute. That's so cute. I love to see couples like that. They're both complimenting each other and doing, yeah, y'all might as well go in the back to go home or something. Stop taping. If that was me, we'd be somewhere in the closet, broom room, something, doing the boom boom, something. Because you ain't gonna sit up here and undress me. These stockings coming off. these kitten heels for work is coming off. Well, maybe they can stay on. Oh, well. So then Tiffany's telling Lewis about her encounter down there in Utah, Alabama. Not Utah, the state. Utah, the city or town, and Alabama, the state. Thank you. And, even currently, she's having trouble with, staunch racism where people aren't that cool, or aren't that friendly to help her. But when they filmed the guy last week, as I mentioned, letting her know, oh yeah, we knew your mama, she was out there, So at least one Black man ain't scared, but apparently others are. And when she was recalling what her and Melody saw in the papers, even up until 87, the year of her birth, allegedly, she they saw how staunch racism was advertised and all throughout the government. Even like I said, even currently they're going through some staunch racism, which is crazy. But all staunch racists are crazy. So yeah, it was really interesting. And Lewis regrets not being there. And they, sizing each other up again. They had some sweaty, stank sex that night. Woo, because she said she gave it to him every night. Sucking and fucking. Girl, they probably didn't even take a shower first. As soon as they got home, hey, in the car talking. You know how it be, y'all, when y'all be on the phone and it be hot and heavy. Like, yeah, babe, what you doing? You naked? No, I ain't naked. Why not? I'm on my way home. Be naked when I get there. He like, huh? Be naked when I get there. I can see get your ass naked when I get there. I don't want to see not a sock, even a pair of glasses, nothing, not a draw, nothing on your body. I need to see brown skin. Brown skin. Hey, there's your brown skin. I need it every now and then. India already. Where she at? Girl, that's this jam. Oh, I played that. Shut up. Anyway, back to Tiffany and Lewis. So yeah, they both, Joneses on each other and whatnot about seeing each other, and that's kind of cute. So now we got Martell. He has a business meeting outside with Melanie. Did he call her Melanique? I miss her name. She was the other male. But I thought he said Melanique. But anyway, so they having a business meeting outside in the park on the benches about the Atlanta trip, and it's supposed to be a launch for his wine. And somehow or another, in honor of his grandmother. I didn't hear the story of his grandmother, so maybe we'll hear it next week when they're in Atlanta launching the wine. Anyway, it was a cute little business meeting. He seemed very in tune, and he seems like he really wants to get his business together. And girl, you ain't gonna believe what he said. He is taking his builder's license test. What did he say, in 2 weeks? Child, I wonder if he passed, because 2 weeks was way a long time ago. But like he said, if he don't pass, he gonna take it again. Or did Melanique say that? Child. But anyway, Martell made it known that he already has a license. It's not in his name, but he is invested in the company. Therefore, it's his license too. It just ain't got his name on it. You go, Martell. He is flexing, letting folks know he ain't. Last year, he was messed up, like he said, but this year is totally different. He's on his JOB, parenthesis, S parenthesis, and he is doing a lot better. And he even looks a little better. Confidence really makes a person. You can tell. And even though I can't stand his cheating behind what he did to his family, I'm glad to see the turnaround, because we all can have heard the horror stories when people just go low instead of going high when they come across a detrimental situation. So big ups to Martell. I'll give him that. Big ups to Martell. Ooh, boy. Now we got Tisha and Marceau again having coffee. So we finally get to see the sports car. That's cute. I wonder what kind it was. I didn't even pay that close attention. I got to go back and look at it. But yeah, it was cute. Butterfly doors. Now he didn't get her door. And she complained about that, but then she still got out anyway. No, Tisha, no. Don't do that again. You stay your pretty brown self in that seat, don't move until he opens the door. Then you start to move your body. Girl, don't sit up here and make excuses for something you want done. Now that little thing means bigger things are happening. Mm-hmm. All right, Tisha. So they talking and Kiki ain't shit. I believe it. Kiki ain't shit. I'm sorry. Marcel doesn't want questions from Tisha that attack his character. I'm like, nah, boo boo, you gonna get the question. Now, an accusation would attack your character, and that's what Tisha should have said if they didn't cut it out. Excuse me. Um, yeah, that's what an accusation will hurt your character, but a question is a question, meaning there is nothing factual about what I am telling you you are doing, or a question is not an accusation. That's what I'm trying to say. So, nah, see, all that mind game mess was evident right then and there. And also at that party when he was over talking and yelling, trying to, make her feel bad right before she spilled his tea. Man, please. Anyway, back to this coffee shop. Tisha has every right as his wife of however, even if it's 15 seconds. Soon as they say I do, 15 however long years it's been, heck yeah. I'm gonna ask a question on top of question on top of question on top of question. Period. Period is a good little colloquialism that we like to use, like word. I remember word. I like word. Word up. Anywho, Marcel, stop it. And Tisha, girl, you need me as a friend. For real. Just saying, girl. Don't want your man, don't need your man. None of them I want. None of them. Ain't nobody in Huntsville. But girl, we you need to be my friend. Cause something ain't right. Something ain't right, I don't think. So here we go. Kimmy and Mel. They having lunch or light dinner, whatever the case may be. And Kimmy asked Mel about Destiny, right? And I don't know if it was the cut and paste that they got, the edit, but they got Mel just looking shit face, like just straight face when Kimmy is asking these questions and talking, trying to get her to explain what's going on. So, you know, Mel likes to defend herself to look better. And she needs to defend herself in honesty and reality, meaning she really needs to self reflect because she has not been as innocent as she proclaims to be in all of these situations. Kimmy specifically asked her, when you came to Destiny's, not defense, but when you came to see about Destiny, when Kimmy asked Mel about coming to see about Destiny at the Galentine party after the big blow up, and then they flash back to her to, oh, yeah, I ain't got no beef, and y'all need to be fighting. Kimmy took it as though Mel was, concerned as the friend they were. But Mel was like, I'm like that with everybody, even people I may not like or I may not be that cool with. I'm like, girl, really, Mel? Really? The fact that she's done with Destiny over that just makes me believe that she was never really Destiny's friend in the first place. Like Martell said, here's your friend's plate. And that was last year, a year before the taping, right? Because they had been divorced, a long time before that scene was taped. So yeah, this is what, episode 12. They've been taping for a minute, right? I believe so. I just think Mel is full of it, and she's hiding her hand. According to Marceau, she need better hiding places. That was a good one. Excuse me. But yeah, I think Mel is hiding her hands, and she needs to, like Marceau said, you better hide in the spot. But she really needs to be brutally honest with herself and with whomever she's disenfranchising with her bullshit. Yeah, I said it. But I mean, we all come short at some point. I just think well, I already said what I think. Next, the fellas going to ATL to cut up again. Martell's like, I'm single, so, don't blame me for what happened this weekend. He let them know it's going to be some stripping going on. There's going to be some ass smacking. And child, why did they cut to the next week and he asking a stripper, can he F-U-C-K? I couldn't even say it out loud. I had to spell it. And she was telling him, I don't think you can handle this. But wait, he tells Maurice, I think, she could be baby mama number 6. Excuse me? What that mean? Because as far as I know, it's 2 women with his baby. So 3 other ones got rid of his baby? Is that what he's trying to say? Or 3 other ones got his baby somewhere? You need to explain that, because that was closed caption. But anyway, that's next week. So yeah, the fellas, they talking in the car. I mean, in a Sprinter van, and Lewis is like, yeah, I'm just hearing everything, just trying to see what's up. They all excited and coy and got on sunglasses and looking like they looking and talking like they talking, and they just can't wait to get to them linebackers. They was like, yeah, the linebackers. Martell's like, leave all the linebackers for me, because I'm going to hit every last one of them. Yeah, right. They probably called up them girls already. We on our way. We know it's been about 7 years, but we on our way. 7-year itch. 7-year itch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that was the end of that. I don't think there's nothing else to talk about this episode. I really don't. I don't recall anything else. I really don't. If I missed it, y'all let me know what I missed in the comments. Hey, thanks for tuning in. And this was Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 12. This was a long one too, huh? I know. Meeting Taters in Huntsville now.